At 5 feet 4 inches, Tariq Lamptey is the shortest player in Premier League history. But that's not the shocking part. The real shock, he's a defender, a fullback who takes on giants. And if you think that's wild, remember the outrage when Manchester United signed Lisandro Martínez? At 5 feet 9 inches, he was labelled too short to survive in England's most brutal league. But before all of them, there was Paul Parker, a defender standing just 5 feet 7 inches tall. Not a winger, not a midfielder, but a centre half in an era where English defenders were expected to be towering, no-nonsense enforcers. Yet Parker didn't just survive, he dominated. And his journey to the top, it was filled with doubters, racism, and obstacles that would break most men. So how did the shortest centre half of his time become a Manchester United icon? Let's dive in. Before Paul Parker ever stepped onto a professional pitch, before he proved every doubter wrong, he had to survive something much tougher than football. Growing up in Essex in the 1970s, Parker wasn't just an underdog, he was an outsider. Often the only black child in his school, he didn't just hear the insults, he felt them in the hallways, on the playground, and sometimes in the form of fists and kicks. You can imagine, they called him names, they threatened him, they chased him home every single day. But Parker refused to be broken. He didn't fight back with his fists, he fought back with talent, with speed, with skill. He didn't just outrun his bullies, he outran everyone on the track, on the field, in every sport he touched, and slowly something changed. Talent, it turns out, doesn't care about color, and as Parker started winning races and dominating on the pitch, the abuse didn't just stop, it turned into admiration. But here's the real question. If you were in his shoes, if the world told you that you don't belong, would you still fight for your dream? Drop a comment below, because Parker wasn't done proving himself. If you don't like something in life, you can't walk away. You need to prove a point. You need to show you deserve to be here. Paul Parker wasn't just fighting for himself. He was fighting for his parents, Louis and Myra, who left Jamaica for a better life, knowing nothing about football, but still knowing the legend of Manchester United. He was fighting for every kid who'd ever been told they weren't good enough, too small, or too different. Despite being overlooked due to his height, Parker carved out a reputation as one of England's best right backs. Fulham was where he sharpened his skills, but it was at QPR that he truly made his mark. A defender with the speed of a winger and the intelligence of a seasoned centre-back. He thrived in a league dominated by towering strikers, even when West Ham rejected him for being too small. Parker didn't complain, he proved them wrong. Then came the call. Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson wanted him. Spurs offered more money. But Parker wanted the biggest challenge. He arrived in 1991 and immediately helped United to a League Cup victory, but his defining moment came in 93 when he played a crucial role in ending the club's 26-year title drought, forming a rock-solid backline that set the foundation for Ferguson's dynasty. Alex Ferguson exclaims, "Without doubt, one of the best signings I made as Manchester United manager." And that's high praise coming from the legendary man himself. Eric Cantona may have added the flair, but it was warriors like Parker who made United unbeatable. The team's work ethic, grit, and sheer determination turned them into champions. Back-to-back Premier League titles followed in 93 and 94. But football can be cruel. Injuries took their toll, limiting Parker's playing time as younger talents emerged. By 96, his United journey had come to an end, but his impact unquestionable. He was part of the team that laid the foundation for the greatest era in the club's history. Yet, Parker's battles weren't just fought on the pitch. Racism followed him from the playgrounds to the stands, from schoolyards to stadiums. He faced it from opponents, from fans, even from his own club supporters. But one moment would define the type of player he was. One match against Manchester United, it reached its ugliest form. Thousands of fans chanting slurs and singing a song about shooting her. Crazy, right? Mocking him, daring him to react. And what did he do? He stopped, looked at them, raised his hand, mimed a gun to his head, pulled the trigger, then shook his head. Nah. The crowd, caught in their own shame, laughed, not out of joy but out of embarrassment. Parker had flipped the script. He didn't give them anger, he didn't give them fear, he gave them something far more powerful, his dignity. And instead of letting hate define him, he turned it into fuel. Be a better man, be a better footballer, and show them. And he did every single time. Paul Parker's story isn't just about football. It's about resilience, about proving that no matter how many people doubt you, how many barriers stand in your way, if you put in the work, you can break through. His journey paved the way for the next generation of black footballers, showing them that the pitch doesn't care about the color of your skin or the inches on a measuring tape, only your ability. If Paul Parker's story inspired you, check out our next video on another forgotten football hero, because history deserves to be remembered.